So, Spirit is inspiring me to share this with the people who are going to be watching this video, and it is about how I am processing my guilt, that is coming up with my mom's death. First of all, when someone dies, I have learned that we have a natural, like, the part of grieving is like we start to think like, okay, maybe we could have done this better, maybe it happened because of us. For me, it was like that I was really my mom wanted me to come home in November, last November, and cook food for her because she was going through cancer. And both of my sister, like my younger sister is young, and other sister, she has a baby. But I didn't go because I was just in that moment. First of all, I didn't know, like, okay, I will lose my mom. But also, like, I was just disgusted by the thought of me just cooking food and like getting. I like art, I like creativity, I like to, all these things. I like to take care of myself. Plus, I didn't tell my mom, but I was going through like a lot of gut issues, and I still am. I have like hemorrhoids inside my butthole a lot, and I had to take care. And back at home, things always have been very chaotic. It was a chaotic house, okay, growing up. So I have always ran away from going home, back home in the last 5 years. Even though now, when my father said, like, I stopped, and my father also was like, okay, I don't want to support you financially. Especially when my mom got cancer, and I was also like, okay, cool, because in my heart it was not feeling right. I was like, if I'm taking financial support from him, I should be there at home and like just listening to him, whatever he has to say. And just like, I didn't want to be controlled by anybody. So now, when I would have the safety of home and food if I go back home. But I wanted to explore myself, who I am, and God also wanted that for me, okay? So, um yeah, this guilt today I was navigating, and I was crying like maybe I should have went home and cooked food for my mom, and she would have loved it. And but I didn't, and I was feeling like maybe she left because she didn't felt loved by me, even though she had like many other people, all the family members, but I wasn't there. So she died because of me. And I was feeling really sad, you know. And then suddenly my mom's spirit came and she started to speak with me. And she was like there has been many situations that I wasn't there for you. I You were hungry but I ate. Because I got separated from my mom like when I was young. 3 years old, my mom sent me to live with my uncle, auntie. And because my parents had their own issues, going on. They were also forced to marry, forced to get children. They didn't know, life felt unpredictable for them. So they were doing the best what they could with their children, genuinely. Like they did the best that they could with their children. Like, they were, yeah, when I was young, they couldn't do the best. And like, but yeah, there were moments there where my mother, like my, even though I could not meet her, she would send me clothes. I always had good clothes because my mom would send me, even though I never got to meet her, hug her growing up. I never received that safety. And with my father also, there are so many issues. But like, In the last 10 years, he took care of me financially. Initially, he was never present. I never saw him because he was figuring out life, figuring out how to make money and all of that. But in the last 10 years, the financial support that he provided for me, like I was grateful for the financial support that he provided. But there are definitely some issues that I can't stand, and especially disrespect, and especially losing myself. I feel like if I go home, I will lose myself. You know, that I have only been able to find when I'm in a new city. Okay, so my mother spirit was telling me like, what message do you want to give me for all the mistakes that I have made? And I told her that I want you to ascend peacefully. I don't want you to be in guilty. I don't want your soul to suffer anymore. And she told me, and I want the same for you. I don't want you to be feeling guilty what you couldn't do. Be grateful for all the good things that you could do, and forgive yourself for all the things that you couldn't. And she was reminding me how I will say just uplifting words to her, remind her how worthy she is and all of that.
Bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay, the fridge magnets of this painting are available. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful. And
So it was just a very beautiful moment. And yeah, I just wanted to share this with anybody. If you're going through any kind of guilt in regards to the death of whatever guilt, just know that you wouldn't want them to be guilty, live in guilty. We all make mistakes. We all just sometimes we can make mistakes that we feel like are very hard to forgive. In those moments, you have to grieve, cry for making that mistake, but also make a choice in those moments when you feel like, oh my god, this thing that I have done is hard to forgive. In those moments, you have to make a choice to forgive yourself, because guilt eats us up. It will convince us that we are not worthy to live, we are not worthy of love, we are not worthy of, getting out in the sun and experiencing that beautiful light and warmth. Yeah. Book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me for deeper levels of guidance and support. Link of that is in my bio. And also you can get into my 12 weeks of mentorship. That will be a very powerful alchemical thing that happens for you. We will work together in moving through guilt, shame, limiting beliefs, past fears, and anything that is stopping you from coming in alignment with your creative self. We can have lack belief and just underconfident issues. And yeah, spirit will lead you into my mentorship and towards my work if it is right for you. Link of everything is in my bio. And you can also donate for my rent, food, and bills. Link of that also in my bio.